I'm Mandy Gruce, Public Services Manager at Tiffin-Seneca Public Library. Welcome to our first Make It at Home adult craft program. Each month we'll release a video on our YouTube channel and provide a limited number of kits. Kits are available for adults on a first-come, first-served basis, so please call the library at 419-447-3751 or visit our online calendar at tiffinsenecalibrary.org to register. If you have a kit, the following materials will be included. You're going to need twine. You could also use ribbon or string, buttons, some cardstock in whatever color you'd like, pages from a book. We got these off of our 10-cent table, so if you need a book that's been well loved and is about to be discarded, come and get one off our 10-cent table. And then we also have templates, so you have one for the banner, a leaf, and a pumpkin. Other things that you'll need that aren't included in the kit would be glue. I like to use tacky glue. A stapler or tape would also work. You'll need a pen and scissors. Okay, the first thing you're going to do is take your book pages. This one contains 5 pages, so I went ahead and stacked them together. You're going to take your bunting template and trace. You could do each of these individually, but I think it's much faster to just stack them all together. You're done with that. Go ahead and cut them all out. You'll see on the template that there's a spot to fold, so you're going to want to fold each sheet just so you have enough to wrap it around the jute. Alright, so go ahead and set those aside for now. The next thing you're going to do is decide which colors you would like for each of your templates. So I'm going to do a couple of them with the pumpkins, move that out of the way, and a couple of them with the leaves. So you again can stack them if you'd like. I'm going to do 3 leaves. And you're just going to trace these and cut those out. I just got these templates online. I just Googled clip art for fall. So feel free to get creative if you want to do something for Halloween and you want ghosts or something like that. I usually flip them over when I glue them down so that you can't see the pen marks. So we got our leaves. Now we'll do our pumpkins. Go ahead and cut those out. Now when I made the first example, I realized these kind of looked like apples. So you're welcome to add a little detail to give it some depth. So if you want it to look similar to the template, just go ahead and make a little stem and then add a few lines. It doesn't have to be perfect. When it's hanging up on your wall, people won't notice it, they'll just notice that there's a little extra detail. ahead and did the same thing on my leaves. So just kind of a vein down the middle. If you'd like it to be bolder, I'd recommend using a Sharpie, but I'm just using what I have on hand. The nice thing about this craft is I try to use materials that you can find around the house, so if you weren't able to get a kit, you should be able to make it with something that you have at home. Okay, so now you're going to glue each of the templates to one of the banners. School glue would work, tacky glue would work, tape would work. I wouldn't recommend hot glue. I've done that before. It worked okay, but it kind of made it crunchy, and you could also burn yourself just because the paper's so thin. If you'd like to put the banner in a bigger space, you could also make some extra buntings and put them in between each of the, so like a leaf, blank page, leaf, blank page, and that'll kind of give you a little extra area to work with if you'd like to put it like in a bay window or in a doorway. Alright, once you have all of those on there, you're going to add a button to the center. Feel free to add any sort of embellishments you like. I'm a big fan of glitter. Some people don't want it laying all over their house, but I love buttons. Alright, the nice thing about tacky glue is it dries pretty fast. Alright, once you have all of those, choose the pattern you would like. Depending on the color, depending on the design you picked out, you're going to flip them all over. And you need to decide how long you would like your jute. The ones in the kit are pre-cut, so it should be just about long enough to use 5 of the bunting pieces. Alright, you're going to pull this down here. You're going to lay it inside the folds. And this is where a stapler might come in handy, but I'm going to go ahead and use glue. You just want a line right along the top. You want to make sure that it's loose enough so that you can move it along the twine. So just hold it there. And you should be able to pull it back and forth on the string. Go ahead and do that to all of them. If you're using like a school glue, it's going to take a little longer to dry. So just make sure everything's secure before you hang it up or flip it over. And again, you could also use tape for this. We're going to let that dry for just a few seconds. Make sure everything's stuck down. As you can see, it starts to pop up. So just kind of press it down. You could always put a book on top of it if you want to make sure. Alright, so all of my coworkers can attest to this. I love to make this book page bunting. I've made it for every party we've had for staff members. I made it for my wedding, and I have it for every holiday at my house. It's just a simple project to do. Like I said, you can get a 10-cent book here at the library. And then you don't have to feel bad about cutting it apart because they were well-loved books that we're removing from our collection. Feel free to use different colors of cardstock, play around with embellishments, and you can also use words on it if you wanted to say welcome or fall. If you enjoyed making this fall book page bunting and you'd like to share it with us, post a picture in the comments below. Thank you for spending some time with us today, and happy crafting!